Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So, second day where we have confusion. So we had a fairly long tail to the downside, although it was a green bar. Yesterday we ended up with a red bar and pretty much rejecting off this level here of 29534. Now, firstly on the weekly, we are green for the week, kind of coming back, and you can see the levels that I'm picking up. Sorry, this one is not quite correct. I suppose 25600 is probably a better bet. Okay, I'll stop playing with that. Right, so 25600 I think is the area we need to pay attention to. Okay, so that's the previous week high. Then you've got these two week highs here, which we are battling to get through this 29237. Okay, so if we start moving down to levels we can trade, at the moment we had this wedge forming, as I said, and now we had a wedge forming to the downside. We've got a wedge forming to the upside. Now we've got another wedge or a channel forming to the downside at the moment. So I suspect we probably have another sort of consolidation wedge forming back to the upside again. So this is looking a little tired. I would much prefer a deeper pullback, as mentioned yesterday. Whether we get that or not is another story. So at the moment this is pretty much sideways. Top of your range is 29600 and bottom of your range is 28965. So that's kind of the area that we find ourselves in at the moment. Now, if you look at it at first glance, you've got a bit of a rounding top here. You could make a case for some head and shoulders here as well. So there's some peaks here for your shoulders. There's your head, and there's some peaks here for your shoulders. There's your right shoulder. Obviously, break below 29237 validates that, and I retested that to move to the downside. For me, I think this is just sideways right now. Nothing really on offer. And until we get some kind of resolution in the political landscape in the US, this is going to continue. So, yeah, there's nothing more that I can add to this right now. Don't think I really want to be short or long at the moment. Definitely going to keep paying attention to it, because we could find some support around here, 29237, and that looks like a decent pullback of this previous move. And I just noisy the chart a little bit more for you quickly, you'll see now we're forming a channel. So we had a wedge, falling wedge, rising wedge, now we've got a channel. So I think most logical thing at the moment is a break of this and then some kind of a wedge channel back up to the upside, which could also form an inverse head and shoulders, but that's not right. That's not the right place for it. So that would be your shoulder, there's your head, here's your right shoulder. But you very rarely get inverse head and shoulders at the top of a move. So I think we're going to consolidate a little bit further. And me personally, I think just going to sit by and watch this for now. And if you look at it on the 15 minute, you can see there's a clear channel to the downside. And that was a pretty clear rally to the upside. So you could be looking for scalps to the downside, but I think that opportunity has moved. You probably had a better entry up here and here. So now what you're looking for is to see whether you can find some support. If you can find support 29237 and get some structure off that level, might be worthwhile looking for a move to the upside. Look at all this congestion here in this area. So I wouldn't see it falling very quickly, although there is a bit of a gap to the downside here on the lower time frame. So there is a gap there's a gap to the upside as well, right over there. And I don't see any. Oh, there's another one up there. There's another gap right at the top there. So yeah, I think this 2600 will probably be tested again sometime. Maybe it's a bounce off 29237 or even further down at 28965. I definitely don't see panic selling at the moment or any buying. So, yep, wait, sit on your hands and wait for some structure. I think for me, I'm not interested in this at the moment. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.